Good YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever, as it should be and ever, as it forever will be. And we're going to talk about how the Phoenix Suns got themselves a good game to win 126 to 117. But the Nets didn't give up. They kept fighting throughout the entire game, even to the very end. 126, 117. The Nets 12 to 20. They're 12 and 29 now, and 6 and 16 at home. They played at home in this game. The Suns 26 and 17 and 12 and 12 on the road. First quarter was won by the Suns 40 to 26. The second quarter was won by the Nets 42 to 32. Third quarter was won by the Suns 31 to 21. And then the Nets won the fourth quarter 28 to 23. Royce O'Neal and the entire starting lineup all got in double figures in points. They all got a rebound or more, and they played real well together and real well off of each other. They had heat check moments in this game where they just feel like they can make anything against the Nets defense, and they did shoot 51% from three in this one, and they shot 57% from the field. So they had it going, and they still was able to drive and get other shots to fall too. Royce O'Neal 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 7 from three. He did get 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 turnovers. He also had 3 personal fouls. It was a plus 13 and plus minus. Dylan Brooks, 34 minutes, 27 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He's a bucket, and he hit a big 3 that put him ahead even in the fourth quarter. He did it throughout the entire game, and they really needed his defense and his scoring, and he provided that. He actually had the most points on the team tonight, and he also played the most minutes. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 3 personal fouls, plus 7 and plus minus. Mark Williams is really feeling himself. 29 minutes, 16 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 8 rebounds. Ended up being the most on the team. He also had 2 turnovers, but had 2 steals, 3 blocks. He's putting extra effort out there. He's playing harder. He's out there believing in himself on both ends of the court. We knew he could do this when he was drafted, and he's showing it a lot more for the Suns. They're demanding him to. They need him to do it. And he's starting to show a lot more promise of being a decent defender and rim protector. And he always been a decent rebounder. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 12 and plus minus. Devin Booker, 33 minutes, 24 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He hit the last shot that really put the dagger in the coffin against the Nets. But he was efficient all game. He wasn't really rushing anything. He was just taking his time, seeing what the defense was trying to do, countering it really well with his handles, and just knowing when to get rid of the ball and knowing when to score it. He did have 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 turnovers. He also had 2 personal fouls, was a plus 7 and plus minus. And Colin Gillespie was heat checking. He was one of those guys that were just throwing everything up. And I didn't really blame him because when it's going in, you might as well keep on trying, especially if they're going to give you room and space. And he was making them pay. 28 minutes, 22 points, 7 to 10 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 0 personal fouls, and a plus 16 and plus minus. Isaiah Livers played 4 minutes. He had 2 points. He made a shot, and that was it. Besides getting the assist, he also had no turnovers and no personal foul. Was a plus 5 and plus minus. Iguodaro, 19 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, which ended up being the most off the bench. 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a minus 3 and plus minus. Ryan Dunn, 17 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field. He made a 3, missed a 3. He had a rebound, an assist, and a turnover. He had 2 personal fouls and was a minus 9 and plus minus. 30 minutes for the player Grayson Allen, who had 14 points in those 30 minutes. He went 5 of 13 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, and he was really letting it fly too. I didn't really have a problem with what he was out there trying to do, because if he wasn't scoring, he was picking apart the Brooklyn Nets defense by making precision passes that most of the time led directly to a bucket, to a point where he didn't even have a turnover in this game, although he was scoring and taking some tough ones too. 3 rebounds and an offensive 1, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 7 and plus minus. Jordan Goodwin, 17 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 4 and plus minus. And then you look at the Brooklyn Nets, Michael Porter Jr. again led them in scoring. 37 minutes was also the most. If he was making shots and he was making plays, they had a chance to stay in it. But they still showing you that Other guys are starting to build their confidence up in the game of basketball, and now the whole team is starting to play a little bit better, even defensively. 10 to 23 from the field for Michael Porter Jr. 2 of 10 from three. That was the worst part of his night because he usually don't shoot that poorly from three because he's just that good of a shooter and he's just good at scoring the basketball. He knows how to attack because he didn't just settle for just threes in this game. He took it to the paint too, whether it was trying to get all the way to the basket or hit like a push shot. He did have 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. Every starter for the Nets did get in double figures. They all had a rebound or more. Also, Nora Clowney, 28 minutes, 16 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, no turnovers in the steal, 3 personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. Nick Claxton, 37 minutes. Also, that was tied with Michael Porter for the most in the starting lineup. 12 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 8 rebounds. 8 rebounds ended up being the most. On the team, he also had 6 assists, 1 turnover and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -9 and plus minus. He was finishing around that realm. He was trying to protect it to his best ability, and he always gave up the ball if he didn't have nothing that he was for sure that he could make or made any sense for him to take. Terrence Mann, 26 minutes, 10 points. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. You happy when he takes 6 shots. That's how many times he passes up or don't even try to make one. But I give him a pass in this one because when he had the ball in his hands, he was able to make those decisions that mattered, whether it was scoring it because he was open or keeping it moving because he wasn't able to make a shot or one that he wanted to take. 4 rebounds, 8 assists with only 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and a -11 and plus minus. Drake Powell, 25 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 6 from three, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a -18 in plus minus. Jalen Wilson, 13 minutes, 3 points, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 assists, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. Zaire Williams, 24 minutes, 15 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 6 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He ended up having the most minutes off the bench. He also had the most points with those 15. And 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from three. You're taking that, especially when he went 4 of 7 from the field. He also had 2 rebounds and an assist. He was able to get 2 steals by the end of the game, but he did have 5 personal fouls in 24 minutes. That just can't happen. That's just undisciplined, too much gambling, and it can hurt you that way too. Plus 12 and plus minus. Danny Wolf, 13 minutes, 8 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from three. 1 3 was tough, but he was still able to make it. The other one was easier. But he also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds. The 4 rebounds ended up being the most off the bench. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a plus. -6 and plus minus. Tyrese Martin, 15 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnover, and a steal. He can score, and he showed a little bit of that today, whether it's on the perimeter or attacking. He also had 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. Nolan, 22 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, and 0 personal fouls, and a +4 and plus minus. And both teams shot the ball real well. The Nets shot 51% on 81 field goal attempts. The Suns shot 57% on 77. The Suns shot 39 3-point attempts, 51% is what they made it at. And then 38 for the Nets attempted, 39% for them. 23 free throws attempted, 78%. 21 free throws for the Nets, 95%. 28 rebounds for the Nets, 35 for the Suns. 28 assists for the Nets, 29 for the Suns. 7 turnovers for the Nets, 12 for the Suns. 7 steals for the Nets, 4 for the Suns. 1 block for the Nets, 4 for the Suns. Both teams had 7 offensive rebounds, but the Nets had 21 defensive rebounds and the Suns had 28. That's how they out-rebounded them. And then 17 personal fouls for the Suns, 21 for the Nets. But the Suns took 2 more free throws than the Nets, but they made it at a significantly worse percentage. And this was a game that it looked like it was going to get out of hand. It looked like it was going to be embarrassing, but the Nets never really wanted it to be that way. So they kept playing hard and kept making things happen. They started making more shots. They started stepping up a little bit more. The Suns got caught up in their own blaze because they started taking some tough ones, and they started just saying, we can just take whatever we want. We can still beat this team. Although it may be some truth in it based off how they was playing and how they was making it, can't really get too mad at them because it was working. But since it worked good enough to get them to win, they're going to be happy. And the Nets going to be a little mad because they probably didn't want to get beat the way they ended up getting beat. And they got embarrassed a little bit in this game. But at least they're showing you that they can compete and they can stay in games and they can possibly win a little bit more. They get a little bit more talent on their roster. They have a lot of guys that I'm liking on this roster right now, and all they need to do is just keep playing, keep learning, keep pushing themselves, keep practicing hard, and keep trying to execute it on the basketball court in the NBA game, and then it just becomes muscle memory. These guys play high school and college basketball. They get how to become better. They get how to fit in with teammates. They get how to be better teammates, and you're just happy the fact that they're actually playing good games, even though they're getting losses, because that just means they're not that far off from being a good team. And we'll see what they do in the future. And the Suns, they've been one of the better teams in the NBA, even though they're not that high up in the West rankings. They've been winning a lot of games. They've been able to stay above 500, and they've been able to be competitive against whoever they go against. And they have beat some of the best teams in the league. So they get Jalen Green back. We'll see if he can stay healthy. We'll see how he fits. We'll see what he can do for this team and what he can bring to the table positively for this team. I think if you get a player that good, he's not going to hurt the team that much, especially when you got as much floor spacing as this team and as many shooters as this team and how many guys that trust and moving the ball too, and a coach that emphasizes that, and you see the results with the win. So I don't think he can really do anything negative to the team besides take more shots away from guys that don't really create them on their own really that much anyway. But then again, that's something that you will want to have against the better teams than not. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share with that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Of course, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.